Hey guys, Flower here, and we are back with another speed build. Sorry I've been away for so long, but I have been ill. But while I was ill, I was working on another project, so hopefully I can get that up to you guys soon. Um, Today I am I am bringing you the Bougainvillea Manor. Like, I don't know if I'm saying that word correctly, but the reason I called it that, as you can see by the pictures, it is covered in bougainvilleas. Like I said, I'm not sure if I'm saying that correctly. I think I am, but I might be wrong. I don't know. So this is actually a manor house I found in a magazine. Like I said, all of my inspiration comes from floor plan magazines, just because that's what I do. I've been collecting floor plan magazines since I was a small child. When I was younger, I did want to be an architect, but then I realized that writing was more important to me, so I pretty much became a writer and now a Sims YouTube maker, video maker. Anyway, so yeah, this was another build from a magazine. It's not exact to the picture, and I'm not exactly sure where the picture is. Eventually, I will start adding the pictures of the magazine, but I don't even remember. I filmed this a couple months ago, back during the main quarantine where we were not allowed to leave our houses at all. Right now, Michigan is still on a um, it's basically some things are open, some things are not open, but our COVID cases are going up, so they might shut us down again. Yeah. So anyway, not to be a bummer or anything. So we're back to. I'll concentrate on the build here. Now, the roofs did not give me that much problem here. I did pretty simple roofs, and I wanted to add dormers in there, but not really have a second floor because second floors are annoying because you have to do the roofs a certain way or else you can't play on the second floor. So it does have like faux dormers on the top, and later on I will add lights so they light up. But I wanted this house to be like a red brick manor house type deal. It looks kind of like, I don't know, a little country too, but the backyard, once you see the grand like courtyard and stuff, you'll see why I call it the manor house. And yeah, I really had a lot of fun building this one. I was trying to go out of my comfort zone, which my comfort zone is really just messiness. Because honestly, if you look at like my Kitty Catawampus series, and you watch the videos, you'll see like I just tend to throw stuff everywhere. I don't really have like a specific style. So basically, when I try to stick with a style, it's out of my comfort zone. Because I only recently started building. So yeah, I only recently started building, so it's all kind of new to me. Now, I did have a little bit of trouble trying to figure out what color red I wanted the bricks, so I did change them a little bit here and there. And I think that's what kind of gives it the country type look. But I wanted the porch, the picture I had those exact columns in it, so I was like, I should probably use those. So, and it had those windows too. So I found like perfect windows and the perfect door and the perfect everything was perfect, but then I was just like, I need to just keep adding more red to it. I don't know why. Everything in this tended I leaned towards it being red. So you can see like the rooms are not red, but all the like decor outside is red, and you know, I just wanted it to have a real red feel to it. And I've been thinking about doing like a build challenge where I build like houses only in like the rainbow colors. So the first one will be a house made only in red, a house made only in orange, that kind of thing. I mean, I know it's not going to be really possible because they don't have like a lot of colors and they probably look really ugly, but I'm thinking about doing that. So yeah, in the back of this house, I added a little porch, and then the area between the two um, buildings, the two parts of the house that stick out, that's going to be the courtyard. Now, normally when I build the outside and then I do the landscaping and then I go inside. But for some reason with this build, I did the outside and then I did the inside and then I did the landscaping, which is very odd. Actually, I did the outside, the back area, because the backyard is usually the last thing I do. So I did the backyard and then I went back to the front and did the landscaping. Like, I don't know if I was just worried about like how I wanted to do the landscaping. I don't know. It just, maybe I was excited to do the interior because I do like the way the interior looks, and I love the way that, like, I don't think in the, I can't remember if it in the floor plan it called for the room being split in half with a like a hallway, and then having it like the way you'll see it coming up the way I did it. I don't know if the floor plan called for that or if it's just something that I came up with. So I was really excited about doing the interior of this house, and usually I'm not. So here we are doing the interior, and I'm making like a grand hallway area. And I kind of play around a bit with the columns, and then once I do that, I decide, let's just go full all out columns everywhere. And I think I even put spandrels in there too. Is that what they're called? Spandrels? Yeah. I always get spandrels and the word fenestrel confused. I don't know if I made up fenestrel. I think it might be a French word because I am learning French. So, yeah. Anyway, spandrels is the correct word, I believe. And I'm trying to find like an archway to fit in that area. And I think I end up just using like a skinny arch, but like 3 of them. And there I decide to try doing it like a smaller door, because this is before we had where you could like alt place the doors. So, and then I realized if I did that, I would have to reshape the entire house. So I just put it back the way it was. And here I am trying the different spandrels in there, and just trying different ways to do like the walls and everything. I wanted to make some kind of like a feature piece or something, but it didn't quite work out that way. So then I decide I'm trying to figure out like what rooms are going to go where the bathrooms are and everything. And I did decide like that's how I wanted it, but then in the end I change it up a bit. And here I'm like making the I don't know what the heck I would call those. The wings, I guess. There you go. Yeah, the west wing and the east wing. So, and then I decide, I might as well just copy and place it. So I just copy the one side and like flip it around. So you'll see that in a minute once I get being lazy here and just start copying and pasting, because yep, there we go. And I'm like, oh wait, I need to turn it around. So then I have to go and turn it around so it all works out. Now I do move the walls around so they're not exact carbon copies in the end, but I mostly leave them the same. And then there I'm trying to decide, like, I don't really like that little wall there, so. But yeah, I get the floor plan down and then I start working on the kitchen. And I realized that that would be like a nice little area so you can see into that room too. There's going to be a fireplace in the end. In the beginning, there's not, but towards the end, I will put a fireplace in that little area. So I start on the kitchen like I always do because I love doing kitchens for some reason. I don't know. I mean, I do a little bit of baking, but I'm not a big cook. Like, I just recently learned how to cook, so and I'm not really great at it, but I'm learning. So, but yeah, for some reason I just love doing the kitchens first. And I used to hate those cabinets up at the top, but I always put them in there now because they do look so pretty. And I believe that is the cool kitchen cabinets. I like to use those a lot. I really like the way they look. I like the openness about them. Uh, yeah, I think it is the cool kitchen. I can't remember. Like I said, it's been a couple months since I did this. Now I always put a little backsplash in the kitchen because I like to have that kind of, to break up the area. And then I was having trouble with the color scheme in here because I always go blue. Like, if you've noticed, maybe not in my speed build, but most of my houses on the gallery, a lot of them are blue. So the insides are blue because I just like that color. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of blue, but I am, it's like a bluey greeny color. It's my go-to color, I would say. But here I am trying to figure out. I think I put like 6 different tables in there until I finally decided on that table. And I love the way that rug looks in the kitchen. It moved away so fast you couldn't see it, but it's like diagonally placed in the kitchen. It's the one that has like a rose on it. Then I'm trying to just figure out what to do with these rooms. Like, I have no idea. I think I call them the parlor rooms. One is the parlor and one is the music room. And even though it's like just one room, it's basically, you know, there's no TV in it or anything. I don't think, no, because I used a big fireplace. So yeah, I didn't put a TV in there. I put like musical stuff in one side, and then like for now I think I'm just gonna put a couch and some chairs in this room, and then later on I will change it up a bit. So yeah, I really like the way this house came out. Like when I first started building it, I was very like, it was kind of one of those ones where you like start working on it and then you're like, what am I doing? This looks horrible. Why am I doing this? But eventually if you just keep working at it, like a lot of times you can fix whatever you think is wrong. So I was trying to put a TV in there to begin with, but then I think I decided against having a TV. Mainly just because those stupid columns were in the way and I couldn't put anything down in that room. Like, I don't use move objects, so it would have been a lot easier with move objects on. And I think I eventually get rid of that door. Like, I put the door in the dining room just to make more room. But I tried to make the other room kind of match the other side of the room, kind of match that room, and have like the same couch and stuff in there. Just because I wanted like the music room to have like the same kind of appeal. I even put the same rug in there and everything. And I love that runner down the middle. It like brings out the wallpaper really nicely. It's not exactly the same color, but it's pretty close. I think the darker color does look a lot better. And then I decide, instead of doing the paneling on those walls, I'll find a paint that kind of matches the wallpaper. So I fix that up. And now when I'm showing these pictures, I do go through like every single picture in the catalog and place it where I want it. So I do cut a lot of that out. I think this build was an hour and a half, I think. I mean, it took me longer than that, but the video I recorded was about an hour and a half, and I cut it down to half an hour. And if you notice, like, I turn my camera a lot. Like, I try to cut that out because it is kind of dizzying. But what I do, it's like I'm looking at the room from all angles, and I just kind of like, I don't know, I do it a lot. I just try to like just, how does that look? Joot, joot, joot. And then how does that look? Joot, joot, joot. And then I just keep moving the camera, and it's kind of sickening when you're watching the video, but while I'm doing it, it's not that bad. But I love the color scheme I went for in this living room area here. Now this is all city living stuff, and I believe that is, I can't tell if that is vampire wallpaper or, I think that is vampire's wallpaper, but it's all stuff from city living, like the carpeting, and then eventually the drapes and everything. And I believe I put a mirror up that kind of matches that too. Yeah, I got a lot of the city living stuff in there just because I thought it looked really nice. And I did try to switch out the saucer lights. I know I use them a lot, but they just work so well. They brighten up the entire room. And then you take them out. Look how dark it got when I took that out. And then I placed in one of those other lights. I thought that would look nice. And I get some blues and greens in there and everything. Yeah, I think it looks pretty nice. Of course, I have to do the, turn it around just to make sure everything looks nice. And then, do I do the bathroom first? Yeah, I think I do this bathroom first. And then I move on to like one of my favorite one of my favorite buildings. My favorite bedrooms that I've done. I mean, I've done a bunch of them that I like, but I really like the way this bedroom came out right here. I like how it just zip. Yeah, I did put it, it's on my usual speed. I do 8 times fast. So, but it looks like it's faster because I did cut a lot of parts out because of time. So, yeah, and I love the way I did those curtains. Those are island living curtains, I believe. And the little desk area, and I just love the color scheme in this bedroom. I just absolutely love it. And I believe this is where I started putting like a lot of clutter in my builds, because before that I never really did. I put like clutter and wall art and all kinds of fun stuff in there, because this is like a kind of a, I guess it would be called a tween bedroom, even though the Sims don't really have tweens. It's kind of like where they're young but they're starting to get older. And then there's the that would be the girls' bedroom, and then this would be the boys' bedroom. And I love that. I think that's a spa day table. I love that table. I just love the way it lights up. I put it in a lot of my builds. So yeah, I put it like a tried to get dressers in there. Normally when I am doing The Sims on my own, I don't put dressers in because if I want them to change clothes, I just go into MC Command Center or the cast mode, because I don't know, they're to me, the dressers and the closets, well, the closets are not useless because you can mess around in closets, but the dressers are just kind of like meh. I don't really need them, so I always try to put them in there because I know a lot of other people like to use them. I don't know why I left that big giant pause in there. Sorry about that. I usually try to cut those big giant pauses out. Now, with those big giant pauses, it's either I'm really stuck thinking about what I'm doing, or I actually like had to jump up and get something for my mom. I take care of my mom. She's in her 70s, and so I do help her a lot around the house and get things for her, and help her walk and stuff sometimes when she has trouble walking. She doesn't always have trouble walking. But yeah. So anyway, yeah, it's usually either I'm stuck and I can't think of what to do next, or I walked away from the computer. Now I do like how I changed that. I put the little wall in there, and then I put the archway in the hallway, and I love the way that the arch has those like star cutouts in them. I think that's really cool. Now this bedroom, like, it just, to me, it doesn't seem quite like it fits in this house. It's very, very country and very I don't know. I like it a lot. I really do like the way it turns out. Now this bed here, this is what I based the room on. So a lot of you might know every time I do a build, I pick one item and then base the entire room around it. Like in that first bedroom, it was the bed, and then actually, oh, the second bedroom was the wallpaper, and then this one is the bed again. So yeah, I try to just like base everything around. I feel like it works out for me that way. And I do kind of skip around and like go back and forth between rooms occasionally. But I figured since this room was sedate, I put that picture of, I believe that's Jerry. I can't remember if that's what people call him or if that's his real name. But yeah, I put that little picture in there, and then I put the curtains in, and I think I might put that like triple photo that I love in there. Just because yep. That one, the cherry blossom photo, and then the other one that's like 5 paintings all in a row. Those are like my two favorite ones. I'll put them in like every build I do just because I love the way they look. I think I put that exact picture in the living room too. Same color and everything. But I do like the way this looks. I love the way I put all the plants in there because I don't usually do that in my builds. I don't usually put like cluttery plants and stuff. Now, this bedroom that I think, yeah, I think I do this bedroom next, the one I'm thinking of. This bedroom does not fit in this house at all, but apparently, the person who owns this house is a spellcaster. So, yeah, I made this room the Realm of Magic room. Like, everything in it is Realm of Magic. It's based off of that bed. And I think because I was limiting myself to either base game only or just a few packs, that I was getting bored doing that. And so when I did this one, I gave myself free reign to just use all the packs I have, and I did. I just went for it. I'm just like, I don't care what packs. I'm not going to limit myself. I'm just going to use everything. So I know a lot of people can't download all that stuff from the gallery, but even if you do, it's only going to be missing a couple things. Unless you don't have Realm of Magic, then it'll be missing an entire room. Uh, so yeah, I really love the way this room came out, though. I love that bed. I would love to have that bed in real life. Like, I don't think my ceiling is high enough in my bedroom. I have slanted ceilings, so there's only like one spot in my room where a tall bed could fit, and I really don't think it would. So yeah, one of my favorite parts of Realm of Magic is that um the color swatches actually do like match each other, so I really enjoyed like using all the different color swatches. And apparently the spellcaster in this room is very, very vain, because I realized like after I built it that there are at least 5, I think, mirrors in there, maybe 4. And I like the curtains that I had, but I really like the way the purple ones looked better, so I did change those out. So yeah, that's 1, 2, oh, maybe only 3 mirrors. I might switch it out. I don't remember if I do. I think I did leave all the mirrors in there. And I just thought it was funny that, you know, the like whatever spellcasters in there is just he's just very vain. Oh yeah, I did take the one mirror down because I wanted to put that window and have it go between the rooms. I just thought that was really neat. And you can see in the screenshots that it does look really cool. Unless I took the bathroom picture out. I don't think I did. At least not that bathroom. Some of the other bathrooms I did take out of the screenshots because they're, you know, they're just boring everyday bathrooms. Now, if you'll notice, this is before I started putting toilet paper and towels and stuff in the bathroom. So just a plain bathroom, nothing nothing to use in there or anything. You can't put toilet paper, you don't have towels, you don't have any of that. Any of that like frilly stuff. But you can just use scrubberoo on your butt and that'll be cool. That's what we'll say. So yeah, I at this time I did change the flooring. Now I did like the other flooring better, but I guess it just kind of went with the aesthetic of the house. And I think I did change I changed the wallpaper to a lighter color just because I liked that version better. I do think that is the baddie vampire stuff. Now this room right here, I decided like it was like kind of a teen room with like twins, that one was like dark and one was light, but I think I just made it just all black and white. Like I wanted to do it like split down the middle and then have, you know, half of the stuff in the room be black and half of the stuff be white, and then put like the yin yang rug in there. But I don't know. I just decided to just do it all just black and white, but not put the split down the middle, just because it was too small of a room, and they really kind of got to conserve the space in there. Now I did take out that lamp and put in these other 2 lamps that are just not, they do not give off quite enough light. But I love that little floral lamp that's from Island Living, I believe. But I love that leopard print lamp. I think that one is from Get Famous or Luxury Living. I can't remember. But yeah, I love the lamps, and I love that I use the, I believe that's cats and dogs paintings in there, but I can't remember. And then I lazily just copied and pasted the bathroom because I'm kind of over this now. So when it got to this last room, I did not know what to do with it, and I finally decided to make it an indoor gym. So that's why there are mirrors everywhere. I kind of like it, but it's weird that the indoor gym would be right off of the music room, because like if, you know, if someone's giving a, not really a concert, but if someone is like performing in the music room and then you just hear like the sounds of the weights moving and stuff, that would be kind of annoying. So we'll just say that that room is soundproof. How's that? So yeah, I really like the way this room turned out. I I like it. I love all the spa day wallpapers and stuff. So yeah, I like all the spa day stuff. I don't remember what I wanted. I think I bought spa day just for the hot tub, maybe. I can't remember. There was just like one thing, and I was like, I don't really want spa day, but it has this item, and I really want this item in my game. So I did buy that. Now that was before I decided to just buy all the games and put them all on my credit card, like which was a really stupid idea because now I'm paying like 5 times as much as I normally would pay for a game pack. So I would not recommend doing that at all. Uh, but yeah, I did get a little obsessed with The Sims for a while, and I just decided I wanted every pack, and I got greedy. So sorry about that. I'm apologizing to my future self and my past self because that's really bad. But yeah, so this courtyard I tried to make it kind of like a Spanish, is it Spanish? Like the Oasis Springs type world, kind of like I wanted to give it that Mediterranean, I guess, vibe with the plants and the flowers and stuff and that fountain. That fountain is just so pretty. I love that fountain and I love that it came in kind of a red look to it. And then I decided this is where the pool is going to be. I'm going to make another one on the other side, and that's going to be the observatory. Is that what that's called? I mean, I guess technically it's called the telescope, but I think it's more like the observatory because it's it's too big to be a telescope. Now, is it just me or does anybody else miss like just the little tiny like personal telescopes? Like I just really liked it better when we had that, and the one thing I absolutely hate about getting the observatory is that noise. Whenever someone's in it, it's like it's just like, oh, stop. So I think I eventually turned my game sounds down really low, so if someone is in the observatory or the telescope, I won't hear them quite as much. And usually stuff like that doesn't bother me, but it just really bothers me that does. And as you can tell right there, I'm just totally missing move objects. I'm like trying really hard to fit these plants in there. And I do use the Bougainvillea bushes. Now, I discovered those when I was making Easter house, which I do want to do a walkthrough of that because it is probably my favorite build that I have ever done, and that one is based off of painting I have in my living room, and it is really amazing. But the Bougainvilleas I discovered when I made that house, and I love them. So I just thought I'd put a little seating area off to the side. Then I wanted to put a swing set on the other side, but it wasn't fit, so I ended up putting monkey bars in there instead. First I'm going to place 1,000,000 lights. Well, not 1,000,000, maybe like 20. But, I over-exaggerate with everything. But I do put like lots and lots of lights in there. And then I had to move a couple just to get that, why do I want to say walker or wheelchair? Monkey bars. You can tell I've been around old people too much. Alright, so anyway, yeah, this is when I decided to change this room out and to be like a sitting room with a fireplace because I believe there is a chimney. I can't remember if there is on the roof or not. Maybe not. But I don't think of things like that. I don't think logically, like if there's a fireplace in the house, there should be a chimney. I don't think about things like that. Or I'll put a fireplace on one side of the house and the chimney on the complete other side of the house. So yeah, I don't think logically when I build. I just place items to look pretty. So anyway, I'll probably let you go here to enjoy the rest of this video without my incessant yapping. And I will talk to you later, and I hope you had a great evening. Thanks for watching. Bye, guys! Oh, and also if you liked the video, please click the like button and subscribe to my channel. Thanks! Bye!